Alright, what is going on guys? It's Tazz here, and welcome back to the channel. Now today we've got for you guys is another Arrow video. So the Comic-Con trailer for Arrow Season 7 has just dropped at Comic-Con, and it showed off some pretty awesome stuff. And I will also add the little bit of Supergirl news that we also got at Comic-Con at the end of this video as well, and my next video is going to be for the Flash trailer that hasn't come out as of yet, so when I'm recording this video the Flash trailer is not out, but I'm sure by the time I'm done it will be out, so I will be working on that video as well, and I will add in any Legends news that comes out into that Flash video to go along with it. But with that out of the way guys, if you haven't seen the Arrow trailer yet, I will link it down in the description below, but without any further ado, let's get into the breakdown. The trailer starts us off showing Oliver waking up in prison, showing us the progression towards that comic accurate goatee, and then goes to show a bit of Oliver's routine within prison. He, just sits there, works out, and tries to survive, and while also counting down the days he's been there, and thinking about his family on the outside, that being William and Felicity. We then have Dig show up at the prison to talk to Oliver, revealing that he has been in there for 5 months, which throws out some of those supposed leaks, and I think that this is a good thing, having the show go with the normal progression of time, and it's going to be around 5 months in real time, so the 5-month in-universe time jump syncs up pretty well. We then have Oliver basically explain to Dig how difficult it is for him within prison, and that's when we get some of the good stuff. We see that the Stardust dealer played by Cody Rhodes is back and in prison with Oliver, leading to a pretty awesome prison fight scene. Next we get a glimpse of what is happening in Star City outside of Slabside, and it seems like the city is still cracking down on vigilantes within it, and something that I found pretty cool is that Earth 2 Laurel is still taking up the role and pretending to be the real Laurel, as we saw her hosting a press conference there, kind of continuing what she was doing towards the end of last season. We then have some shots of this new Green Arrow looking vigilante popping up in Star City, with Dinah saying that there haven't been vigilantes in Star City again for the last 5 months, reiterating that time jump. Then we transition back to the prison and we see a couple of more familiar faces in there that Oliver has put away in the past, which is again going to lead to some pretty cool interactions in there. Then we get a few more scenes of Renee saying that they have to take over for Oliver while he's gone, and then some more of Dinah and the SCPD trying to take down that new vigilante in the city who is possibly part of the Longbow Hunters. We also do see Dinah in the captain's office of the SCPD, leading me to believe that she has actually taken up the role as the captain of the SCPD. Considering what happened with all of those corrupt cops last season, I think it's a pretty good fit to have Dinah in charge there. And then as the trailer comes to a close, we see Diaz is still trying to take everything from Oliver, and then we get a few more quick shots showing off a few more scenes, and then the trailer finally ends with who seems like the Green Arrow jumping into a warehouse. Now this could be the vigilante that Dinah and the SCPD were chasing earlier on in the trailer, or it also could be Diggle taking up the mantle of the Green Arrow, as we do know that he did get a Green Arrow suit at the end of last season, which to me seems a bit more likely because earlier on in the trailer, if you guys did notice, that vigilante that the SCPD was actually chasing had kind of like a red bow, and he had sort of like a darker suit, more of a black suit, and maybe some red in there as well, so it was kind of like a black and red suit, while this suit here was kind of looked more like the Green Arrow. But that is the end of the trailer. It looks like the beginning of Arrow Season 7 is going to be pretty crazy, with Oliver in prison trying to defend himself, as well as the vigilante stuff going on in Star City with Diaz still out there, and the impending threat of the Longbow Hunters. I am super excited for this season of Arrow and cannot wait for it to come out. And real quick here at the end of the video, I just did want to mention that there was some footage shown off for Supergirl at Comic-Con, but it was just a recap with a little tease for new stuff at the end. We got to see our first look at Sam Witwer's Agent Liberty character and the suit that he's going to be wearing, and it looks pretty cool. And then speaking of suits, we did get a first look at Supergirl's new suit for next season, and it does look pretty interesting. She's going to have this kind of like space helmet, and it's going to be more of like a, kind of looks just like a spacesuit to me. I don't know. It looks pretty cool. You have a glowing Supergirl symbol or a glowing House of L symbol on the chest, which looks pretty cool, as well as, like I said, this kind of like space helmet or something. I don't know. It looks pretty cool though, and it is definitely a very big change from the suit that we've seen over the past 3 seasons. Some other info coming from those who were at the Supergirl panel at Comic-Con have said that Season 4 of Supergirl will be a lot more grounded and will take Kara back to her journalist roots, having a lot of the season take place back at Catco. It was also stated that they will be adapting the Red Sun storyline throughout the season, teasing it early on but not fully delving into it until later on in the season. season. And one last thing was they confirmed a couple of new castings, including a villain in the form of Manchester Black. So season 4 of Supergirl seems like it's going to be pretty interesting, and I'm very excited to learn more about it as we get closer to it. So other than that, guys, I want to know your thoughts on all of this down in the comments below. What did you think of the Arrow trailer? Are you excited that Supergirl is going to be getting a new suit, as well as what did you think of the other news from the panel, and what do you think is going to be going on with Oliver in prison and everything going on in Star City? I want to know your thoughts on all of this down in the comments below. But until next time, guys, it's been Tazz, and I will see you guys in the next video.